Good evening and welcome to the Westborough Advisory Finance Committee meeting of July 10th, 2023. We're calling this our 34th meeting of fiscal 2023, even though it's currently fiscal 2024, but we're just talking about the fiscal 23 transfer. Pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, this meeting will be conducted via remote means. Members of the public who wish to access the meeting may do so by the link in the posted agenda. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event we are unable to do so for reasons of economic hardship and despite best efforts, we are post on the Town of Westborough's AFC website an audio or video recording transcript or other comprehensive record of the proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. Additional, the meeting will be broadcast live in real time via Verizon Channel 28 and Charter Channel 192 or via Westborough TV's online platform at westboroughTV.org and youtube.com/WestboroughTV. This meeting is being recorded, and we thank Westborough TV for their continued support. Okay, let me just go to the agenda.
I believe I was the first thing on the agenda. So hi, everybody. I'm John Arnold, the town moderator for your new board secretary or committee secretary. I appointed to take Mike's place. As you know, Mike wanted to serve through June 30th. And so on July 1st, I appointed Joshua Brandt. Joshua unfortunately was not able to attend tonight and not able to get sworn in. So I will do a more formal introduction of him at the next meeting when I hope he can be here. But I just wanted to let you know, I think real soon now, I haven't heard from him, so I don't think he got sworn in today, but real soon now we'll be back up to 9 members and we'll let Joshua introduce himself, and I'll speak a little bit more about him at the next meeting. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, John. Next on the agenda is a discussion vote for an appropriation transfer from the AFC reserve to salary and wages for the fire department. And the amount is $15,581.58. Gene, you want to start with a motion on that and then
Sure.
Go from there if there's discussion?
I make a motion to transfer $15,581.58 from the Advisory Finance Committee Reserve to Salary and Wages Fire Department.
Okay.
Bradley, second.
That was Bradley on a second. Okay, the Chief Purcell is with us. Are there any questions? I think we kind of discussed the reasons for this when we were talking about the materials last time. So
I guess, Walter, if I may.
Yeah. Sure, go ahead.
So, obviously support the transfer, but I am curious what happened between the end of May and the end of June in terms of what were the expenses this month that would have exceeded what we had forecast going forward.
Pat,
so one of the main contributors was the dispatch center. They are required to recertify their license, and they do that as a 16-hour class, which it's obviously time and a half. It's outside of their normal work. So then it was like, I think it was the 9 career dispatchers and a handful of the part-time dispatchers were required to take that class for which they were compensated. And also some of a couple of contributing factors throughout the year that led me to have the shortfall were I had injuries this year. I had a couple that were significant. We had one firefighter that sustained a leg fracture requiring surgery and a structure fire. Another one that suffered a neck injury off duty, had surgery. And then another person that had a knee injury that required surgery and was off for a lengthy period of time. So those are probably the main things that put me behind the $15,000. Then in the last several months of the year, we had a couple significant fires in town, which were we had to recall a lot of the off-duty members back to work to not only support the fires in on our own town, but also to provide coverage to the town for outside of those incidents as well, particularly through April and May.
I guess my only question was that, I looked at the report at the end of May, and, we had about a $5 million budget for wages, and we had $574,000 left at the end of the May. So the wages must have been like 590 for this month, which would be, more than 10%, I would think. Just seemed like there were a lot of expenses that must have hit this last month to push us over.
So I have
report is also from May 23rd, so it's actually 5 weeks, but I don't.
Sorry, I had two more contributing factors. Two more contributing factors in the last month. There's a bunch of things that all roll together. People are trying to use their benefit time before the end of the fiscal year, primarily their personal time before it expires. I also sent 2 people to the fire academy, so what put those shifts short. So I was covering those shifts just to get them to minimum staffing. So those are other things within the last month. Those 2 firefighters are, one in Stowe and one in Bridgewater right now, and they've been out since the end of May as well.
All right. Like I said, I support the transfer. I just was curious why this month might have been more than other months.
Can I just make a statement as well?
Go ahead.
I just want to let you know that you make a good point, Walter, about the report being dated at the end of May. There's actually 3 payrolls in the month of June as well. So ordinarily, there's only 2 payrolls each month, but twice a year, there's 3 payrolls. So that contributes to the higher than normal payroll for the month of June, because there's actually 3 payrolls in June and there's 3 payrolls, I think, in November. So so that's the reason for the weighted June payrolls.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody else have a question, comment? If not, let's go to a vote. I think Melanie, you're first today.
Oh, hold on. Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Board, yes.
Bradley, yes.
Leslie, yeah.
McMahon, yes.
Shafford, yes.
Okay, that's 5005 being present. Beth has just arrived. Thank you for coming, Beth. We did just get our 5th a few minutes ago, so we just finished voting. You're muted. But,
so do you not need me, or do
yeah,
you
we're
need
good.
me?
Well, we're good.
All right, I am so sorry about that. Are you over then?
Yeah, we're all set. We're just about to vote to adjourn. So.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Hang on, I did have a question. I did have a question. What is our final balance for, because this came out of our internal expenses?
You mean AFC expenses?
The AFC reserves, yes.
Yes.
Do we know what our final balance is then? Because this is the last thing that could hit that, right?
Well, we still got till Saturday.
Yeah, technically no, we still have until Saturday.
Leah probably looked that up.
I
remember.
on. 191.
You might be able to find it in the meeting minutes. That I just...
Yep.
No, I got it right here.
Okay.
Can you tell
I'm sorry,
me?
this was really, yeah.
Can you just tell me how much the transfer is, since you have the paper and I don't?
15,581.58.
So your balance is $176,075.56.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, any other?
That's actually really good as far as snow and ice not being used.
Yes. So it is good. Okay.
Well, we also did have that mid-year bump that we gave ourselves some more money.
Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we did.
No.
Not this
I
year?
think we talked about it, but I don't think we did it. Yeah, that was last year when we had the elections and all that stuff too, right?
Okay,
yeah.
Stand corrected.
Anyway, Leah, I will bring you a signed form tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And somebody want to make a motion to adjourn? Much as I
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Okay,
Second.
McMahon motion, Shafford second. So now we start with Beth.
Blumberg, yes.
Ford,
Sorry.
yes.
Bradley, yes.
Leslie, yes.
McMahon, yes.
Effort, yes.
Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you, Westborough TV. Thank you, Chief Purcell and Leah.
Yeah.
Have it.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
all.
much.